And it's an honor and a privilege for us to have him join us today to mark this grand opening. Please welcome the Honorable Henry McMaster, Governor of the great state of South Carolina.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for that standing ovation. Those of you who've been standing. Well, as the last of 6 speakers, I'm reminded of that famous actress Elizabeth Taylor's words to her 6th husband, "I won't keep you long." This is exciting. By the way, my wife is born and bred in Spartanburg on South Converse Street. We're married on Main Street in Spartanburg, so I'm highly qualified to be here with you today. And speaking of Peggy, I got to tell you this cute story. Not too long ago, I was on the way to the Republican. I'm a Republican, so I went to the Republican National Convention, and on the way up to Cleveland, I said to Peggy, I said, "Peggy, have you ever in your wildest dreams seen your husband Henry nominating Donald Trump for president at the National Convention? In your wildest dreams?" She said, "Henry, I hate to tell you this, but I never seen you in any of my wildest dreams." Now, 25 or 30 years ago, this might have been a wild dream, what we're seeing here today. But then BMW came in, and there were several prior to them, Michelin, but BMW came in, and that changed everything. And since then, more and more companies have decided to come here and invest in this state and the people of South Carolina, and that has changed everything. This is a transformative event that we're experiencing today. So over time, I've asked myself, and I've asked these executives from around the world, from Asia as well as Europe, why is it, and Canada, why is it that you come to South Carolina? Is it because of the major research universities? We have 3 enormously powerful. USC, Clemson, and the Medical University that not only cooperate with each other, but will enter into collaborations with businesses and manufacturers like this one. Is it because of the great technical college system we have, which is the best in the whole world and everybody knows it? Is it because of that, where this great training takes place, this great education into a new kind of work that's going on all over the country, but primarily right here in South Carolina, where we've been rated over and over again as the best country, the best state in the country for manufacturing. We're always number 1 or 2 in everything. Charleston's been the number 1 tourist destination in the world over and over, number 1 in the United States. Greenville has been way up at the top. Spartanburg, all the towns are getting better and better. Is that why these big factories, these big plants, these people who could go anywhere, is that why they come here? Is it because of the great port that we have, the Port of Charleston? You might not work for the port, but the port is working for you. And we're getting ready to go to 52 feet. That'll be the deepest on the Atlantic coast. Charleston will be the primary port on the Atlantic coast in just a few years. How do you spell port? M-O-N-E-Y. That's how you spell port. That's how these BMWs go across the Atlantic Ocean. Is that the reason? I have been very pleased, and I'm happy to tell you that everywhere I have been in events like this and in negotiations and conversations leading up to events like this, every company, every business executive that I've met with, from the top to the bottom, has said in one way or another the same thing that was said expressly in these words by the chairman of BMW on their 25th anniversary just last year. He said, "South Carolina is a handshake state. When someone from South Carolina gives you their word, they'll keep it. When they look you in the eye and they give you their word and shake your hand, they'll keep it. They're proud, they're resilient, they're smart, they're determined, and they're loyal." So that is the reason, and there is no other. A building like this could be put up most anywhere in the country, but you can't fill it with people like this anywhere except South Carolina. And that is why we are growing. That is why we're recognized as the fastest growing, the most promising place in the United States. It's the Southeast is growing. We are way ahead, and we are leading the Southeast. So this is a happy day, and there'll be many, many more to come. We're looking for people to work. When people work, when they have good jobs like we have here, and these are not the old-timey jobs where you wore wore clothes that got greasy and oily and all that. This is, you work with computers. You could come to work in many of these plants going up today wearing a ball gown or a tuxedo. You're not even getting dirty many times. So the workforce has changed, and we're changing it in South Carolina, and we're headed right straight to the top. So I think I'm speaking for almost 5 million South Carolinians, as well as all of you here, when I say thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for investing in our people, in our state. And like that famous philosopher Tim McGraw said, also known as a country western singer, I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. So here we are, and thank you. Steve Salvatore, on behalf of those almost 5 million happy South Carolinians, proud South Carolinians, we're glad to give you and your company a token of our great appreciation and esteem. That is the seal of South Carolina. Thank you.